Hello there. We are already in the second week, and I wanted to make sure that the digital board schedule that I made this week for each student was somewhat more laid out and spatially easier to read. So, every single thing that you see in the digital board agenda for your child will have a lot of links. You'll also see some directions and things like that. But every link that you see, will tell you what it is that your child is doing. So, for instance, some days for our check in and morning meeting, we will actually meet together in a Zoom. But as you can see on Tuesday and Friday, you will see that there is a morning meeting slide, and your child just gets to go through that at some point during that day. But it is good to at least complete the check in form every day that's through here. So if you were to click on this, you'll see that the check-in form is on the third slide. All your child has to do is click it and it'll take them to that form. I will be using this along with GoGuardian to help take attendance. So if your child doesn't complete this by around 9:30, your child may be marked absent. So you want to make sure that you complete this. In addition to these slides, you may still see that there is maybe 1 or 2 days where your child will have the opportunity to meet with either Mr. Paul or Mr. J. Some of you may remember them from last year. They're going to be coming in every so often in our morning meetings for now, just to say hey and to help us get the day started. So, some of you may be meeting with them this week during this time as well. So, as you go through the schedule, you'll also see the times. If you are working on your own pace, though, I understand that everybody's schedules are different, but you'll see that it'll still at least give you some of the subjects and different things that you'll be working on during this time during the week. So, for instance, we are still going to be meeting a little bit into this period, just so that you all know they will be completing a speech activity, which we will be doing together on Thursday with Miss Fiamingo. But then after that, they'll complete the next getting to know you slide. That's right here. If you click on it, you can even see that the actual slides are here. So each day it's a new one. So you have slide 6, slide 7 on Monday and Tuesday, and then slide 8 on Friday. As you can see for Wellness Wednesday, we're going to do some new activities with Mrs. Nolan's class just on Wednesdays. There are going to be choice activities that they'll be able to do with us. So it'll be a really fun way for us to celebrate our middle of the week. That'll be from about probably 9 to 11-ish, or I'm sorry, give or take around that time. It may be sooner, it may be a little earlier than that. Then you'll see that they'll have a brain break. Obviously, around this time, we'll be finishing up those games. So around 10, maybe 10:30 at the latest, that they'll be finishing up here. Then you can see that on Monday, there is an assignment that they get to do on their own. So when you see the ones that say video first, a lot of times this is going to be an on your own activity. Whereas these ones with the virtual class meetings, those are ones where we're doing activities together. Now, we also are going to start with a class reward board, and they'll get to choose their class reward starting this Monday. If they get about 30 points total for the whole class, which I think is going to be a pretty easy thing that we can make for this week, we'll get to have a virtual class party here if they earned it as a class. And again, this is mostly social skills time. Eventually, we may also incorporate social studies pretty soon, but since it's still only the second week, it's a really great way for us to continue to work on some of those skills, especially because a lot of them has to do with our virtual learning and the expectations I have for our class. On slide 4, you will see that we are going to be starting some math activities this week. So on Monday, we will have a virtual class meeting to start, but then we will have some Kahoot games that we'll do in Zoom breakout rooms. On Tuesday and Thursday, we are going to be starting the Math Linkit benchmark assessment for fall. Now, my goal is that they do about 10 questions per day. If they choose to go higher, I understand. It depends on how they're doing. But the goal is to at least hit number 10 for Tuesday and number 20 by Thursday. On Tuesday, we'll do a virtual class meeting so that they're all okay and comfortable with how to take the test. But then on Thursday, I do have a video that is a nice online tutorial that I'm also going to include in the email that I send to you all later. On Wednesday, because it's Wellness Wednesday, after those activities that we do with Miss Nolan's class, you can then go ahead and get ready to either enjoy the rest of the day or you can finish any activities that you haven't done on Monday or Tuesday. And then on Friday, I would like for your child to complete a math survey. Again, this is going to be by themselves. That's why there is a video here for them to view for their directions. If you actually, well, I don't have the link there yet, but when you click it, it'll take you to a video that they should be watching first. That's why I put it first, and then they complete the assignment below. Also, for the Math Lincoln benchmark, this is the code that they're going to put in, but they're first going to click the test taker link and then put the code in so that they can start taking the test. The last part of our day that we technically spend together, we're going to do some independent high interest activities. So hopefully in the mail or soon in the mail, you will be getting a Flatmoji bingo board activity from me. Each day, your child can choose one box on the board, and they can then upload whatever picture that they chose, a picture of the activity that they chose, and put it on their Google slide. So just to give you an idea of what this looks like, they'll go through each day and they'll take a picture. So first they'll tell me what title of the box they did, and then they can upload a picture here. So whatever it is that they did while they're taking it, they can put it in there. So there's 5 days. That's why there's 5 bingo boards. And then at the end, I want them to take a picture of their completed bingo board here. I also included a video of how to upload a picture, especially if they take a picture through their Chromebook here, so that they can reference that. Last but not least, towards the end of the day, this is for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I'll show you a 5th grade example later, but you'll see that they'll have their specials. Remember again that Wednesday, especially the afternoons, it is your day, so enjoy it. I will be updating these as we go along, but they should always be completing their checkout form for the day. That gives me an idea of how they felt their day went, what they really liked about their day, what could have gone better. It gives me a good idea of maybe some students that I may need to check in with during this week or next week as well. And then last but certainly not least, you will see that I have started keeping an assignment tracker for each student so that they can, along with you, can keep track of the assignments that they have completed each day. So you'll see that there are the different assignments, subjects over here. And then as they go through, here's the dates. If they completed each one, they'll just click the check mark. So this is really for you and for your child to use more than for me to check, but it is a nice little tool for me to use as well. They really shouldn't check it unless they really are done it, and it gives you an opportunity to check through and say, hey, I need to see this assignment. Open this up for me on your Chromebook, and then you can check along with them. The spots in gray means that there isn't an assignment for that subject that day, so they do not have to do anything during that time. And again, this is all through there. I'm going to also post a video that I already made to help them learn how to use it. I really hope that this was helpful for you. In the email, along with this board that I'm going to be sending to you, you'll also get some links for how to make sure that your child is doing the Linkit assignment. Really quick, just so you know, with the Linkit benchmark, you are strongly encouraged to only just check that your child is on the test and is paying attention and staying focused, but please do not provide them any assistance, any learning tools, anything like that. This is supposed to be a true test of their capabilities and how they're doing so far, so that I can then start to make plans and activities and lessons that will best meet their needs where they are at. So please remember that that is really, really important for us as teachers, that we are able to use this uh, test, this benchmark, as a way for us to really be a formative way to see how they're doing, and how we can help them. So I really appreciate all of your help. Please reach out if you have any questions. I look forward to this week. Have a great one.